afternoon. It's 12 o'clock. My name is Noko Masipa. I am the chairperson on the Standing Committee of Agriculture, Economic Development and Tourism. Today, we are here really to look at our admin with a focus on ensuring that we clean up all this before the annual reporting process, and so that we close our second quarter with our admin in order. Committee will consider outstanding documents, including minutes, quarterly reports, the updated business plan, and the tracking document. So I will now allow an opportunity for members to introduce themselves for record purposes, and thereafter then we will go straight into the items that are on the agenda. Over to you, honourable colleagues.
Good afternoon, Chairperson. Dave Bryant, member of the committee.
Good afternoon, Mbombo, member of the committee. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Chair. Derek Wessels, member of this committee.
Afternoon, my name is Naomi. I'm member of the committee.
Hi, good afternoon, Chair. Good afternoon, colleagues. Khalil Barangis, member of this committee.
Good afternoon, Chair. Good afternoon, colleagues. Noel Constable, I'm a member of this committee. Thank you.
Thank you, honourable members. With me is Sharon Nicker. She's our procedural officer. So, honourable members, I think really primarily what we're going to do, we're just going to really focus on what we can complete now. If we are not able to complete within the hour that we've been allocated to, then we will do the rest after our annual budget process that we will be going through from after the after the members have taken a recess. So we have got limited time slot. So welcome once again. So first, I think we're gonna really consider the minutes, and then we'll consider the quarterly report and tracking documents and updated business plan in that order. Sharon, may I ask that we flag the minutes and we deal with the minutes quickly, and thereafter then we can go to the quarterly report and then the tracking document and the business plan. Thank you, Sharon.
Chairperson, I've notified you that my line has dropped. I'm working from my phone at the moment. I'm just trying to sort it out, so okay. I won't be able to share it at this time.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
I will. I should be able to share. That's fine. Don't worry.
Please. Okay.
Honourable members, you might just have to bear with me a little bit. Let me open the minutes first before I start doing the sharing.
Chair, I'm connected again. I will.
Are you connected again?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you are fine, I've gotten the minutes as well on my side. Sorry. Okay, colleagues, the minutes is of the 16th September 2025. In attendance were members as reflected. I hope we did not miss anyone. If you are not really reflected yet there properly, this indicate, Honourable Ngondlo, you were obviously, you sent an apology, you couldn't attend the meeting. If I recall, Nyenzo stood in for you as an additional member. We can proceed to the next page. Okay. Primarily, we covered obviously the quarterly report that was provided by both entities, the Department of Agriculture and CASIDRA, and resolutions were made from that meeting, which included the classification of food security projects as well as related geographic location of each project, and also the training intervention that were facilitated with specific reference to the type of intervention and beneficiary and where this trainings interventions were. So, honorable members, those are the minutes before us. Can I see a proposal that we adopt this minutes?
I propose, Chairperson.
Thank you very much, Honorable Bryant.
Derek Wessels will second.
Honorable Derek, thank you, Vessel, thank you very much. So we're done with the minutes, colleagues. The next item is the tracking document as at 30th September 2025. Shireen, are you a copy?
See, there's a gremlin in my system and I'm struggling at the moment, but I will try to flight the quarterly report, which is next, all right?
This is the quarterly report.
Yes.
Okay. Have you managed?
There we go, Chair. July to September.
Okay. Yeah. Honorable members, we've got the quarterly report in front of us. If you can just go down, and it reflects obviously just the first page. Just the first page, sorry, just to see that members are able to see their names there. Honorable Bryant, Derek Vessel, Brent Hayes, Honorable Constable Mbombo Mbonjo, and alternate obviously as listed. Shireen Nika, and the rest of the supporters that are supporting us as a team. Okay, we can go to the next. So basically, obviously, point number 3 is an overview talking about, what we have done during our second quarter. We did receive briefings on the oversight mandate, was briefed the committee on the work that it has completed, and we have made certain resolution. Department of Agriculture and its respective entities also briefed the committee on the quarterly report. We also had Atlantis Special Economic Zone, and yeah, so that's really in brief what we really indulge on. The departments that reported into this committee, obviously, is the Department of Agriculture and Economic Development and Tourism with their entities, 4 entities. Okay, we can go down. So, honorable members, there were a number of resolutions, as you can see, 4 resolutions and 2 requests for information and 1 recommendations. And attendance, as you can see, MPs attendance 7, staff attendance 4, and public attendance 5, and attendance official 14. Okay, we can proceed. Then the August 19, 2025, we had 2 requests for information and 2 resolutions. And we had quite a number of official attending, 28 in that meeting. And then we had the Department of Agriculture and CASIDRA, the recent one, which we had 2 resolutions and 2 requests for information. We had 10 official attending and 7 MPs and 4 attendants. That is now the last part, which is the attendance register. So, colleagues, if you are not sure this information, do come handy when you do your SARS returns. So it is very important that you are reflected, especially when you have got your physical attendance meetings as such. Yeah. Thanks. We do not have any legislation before us. We did not do any oversight visit, no cluster visit as such, and no international tour or studies. Okay, thank you. Okay, there were a couple of invitations, including Casidra, Saldanha, Free Zone, Freeport, Fair Trade Africa, One South Africa, and Transnet, which obviously I was invited in some of those, and others I think they did open the invite to everyone. Yeah. Okay, the Western Cape Appropriation Bill was not really during this quarter. That's the report before us, colleagues. In terms of budget, we have spent, we have got a budget of 111,000 and total expenditure so far as at 30th June 2025, 18,191.96 and available budget 167,919. But honorable members, you mustn't worry, this budget has been allocated, so it's not that there is an under expenditure. We might also end up exceeding our budget at the end of the financial year. Thanks. So this is now the quarterly report before you, honorable members, for noting and for if we can maybe propose that we adopt the report. Is that in order, Sharon? Should we adopt the report?
That's correct, Chair. The report needs to be adopted.
Okay. Can I see a proposal? Honorable members, I see Honorable Constable. Honorable Constable, second. Honorable Dirk Wessel.
Second, Chair.
Thank you. Thank you, colleagues. Let's move to the next report, Shireen. What is the next report, if I may ask? Okay. Yeah, I think this is the most important one that I think I will just spend a few minutes just detailing my analysis of this particular report. So I did this resolution tracking document to look at what the resolutions that we have got so far. We've got DTAT, which is having about 35 resolutions. Agriculture is only 15. And obviously the committee resolutions that include the international study tour and so forth is only 2. And we have managed to, I do not know, and Shireen will assist me here. There is obviously, if you look at column J, is in progress, closed, completed. So far we have managed to close 2, completing 8 as such. So only 10, it means that they have been completed. And in progress, we're sitting with about 38 resolutions. So, and as I was going through this, obviously the report, I also realized that there are a number of repetitions. And I'm going to use one example, the issue of the local government support and economic development and so forth, SALGA, those where we are a bit entangled in terms of really supporting those rural economic activities. So I think if members will allow me and Shireen maybe to just sit and redo some of this resolution so that, in some of the resolution, we can really put them with the quarterly report so that they can move and off. And some of the resolution we can really request in writing. If members can really allow us to do that, we can do that and condense this resolution so that we're not really going to leave many resolutions behind once our term is finished. I do understand that DTAT is a very big portfolio because it covers employment, it covers land reform, it covers small business, DTIC as such. So if members will allow us to just go through them thoroughly once again and try and condense them, maybe in some instances ask for written requests as such. So That's that, and then the other areas is in progress is about 38. So they are in progress. Either, letters have been sent. We are still to find date to engage the department or to invite the department to update us. So those is about 38. But yeah, I just thought I will put it to you, colleagues. Sharon, do you want us to go line by line, or what else should we do here? Or should we hand over to the members, maybe if they have got questions that they need to ask about this tracking document?
Yes, certainly, Chairperson. I don't think it's necessary to go line by line unless the members so prefer. But if there's any resolution on the tracking document or decision of the committee that members have questions, they can certainly ask those questions. Thank you, Chair.
Members, over to you with regards to the resolutions that are before us. Going once, going twice, going thrice. I see no hand. Oh, Honorable Ngonjo.
Chair, my apologies if the matter may not necessarily have been captured in the resolutions. But Chair, I would recall one having raised the issue of food security as a matter that as the committee we need to put our heads together in relation to this particular problem in our province, which I'm sure is even more complicated now with everything that's happening in the geopolitics, including the 30% tariffs. So I'm just stating that perhaps Shireen would advise if it's a matter that is outside of the scope of what is in the report, and perhaps if that is the case, how can we then deal with such a matter as the committee? Thank you so much.
Yeah, just to answer on that one, we do have the food security resolution. I think it appears twice. So we'll basically, as I'm going to work with Sharon, we will just make sure that we crystallize. As I'm looking here on the 4th March 2025 committee resolve, it will prioritize the matter of food security to ensure that households have the means to access and maintain food security while recognizing it as one of the most significant challenges being faced. Yeah, so we have got it. We still to be determined visit of food gardens has also been indicated as such. So yeah, it is covered in our tracking report. Okay, honorable members, thank you very much. This is not for adoption, it's just for noting. And thank you, Sharon. We can move to...
Chair, it is for adoption as well.
Is it for adoption? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, can I have a proposer?
Derek Wessels will propose.
Thank you, Honorable Vessel. Any seconder?
Seconded, Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Bryant. Yeah, Baie dankie. The last one is the business plan. Shireen?
There we go, Chair.
You mind taking us through this one?
Not a problem, Chairperson. Members, the business plan runs from the beginning of the financial year until the end. So I'm not going to go through the meetings that have already been completed. Just to highlight some changes to members, which is in yellow. This is since the adoption of the last quarter's business plan. This is the meeting for today, which was added. And then the dates for the annual reports, Vote 12, Economic Development and Tourism. The date has now been confirmed as the 27th of October. The date for the Department of Agriculture's annual report has been confirmed for the 30th of October. And then additional meetings that have been included is the Q2 performance for the Department of Agriculture and CASIDRA on the 11th of November. And as well as the second agenda item here, which is the briefing by the Department of Agriculture on the ideal budget required to fulfill its mandate. Members may remember that when the department came to brief the committee on Q1 performance, this was an agenda item, but could not be dealt with at that stage. And the chairperson did indicate that it would be deferred to a committee meeting date before the adjustment appropriation process. And hence we've included it here. Unfortunately, then the briefing by Freeport Saldanha had to be removed from the program to accommodate the budget meeting, the meeting on the budget by the Department of Agriculture. Additional meetings that have also been included on the 12th of November is the briefing by Stats SA, which was one of the committee's resolutions on the tracking document. And that is related to the growth for job strategy and the analysis that was provided by Stats SA to the Department of Economic Development and Tourism. And the chairperson thought it appropriate then to also ask the Department of Economic Development and Tourism to come and brief the committee in the same sitting on how it actually uses the analysis provided by Stats SA for its own reporting. So that has been scheduled for the 12th of November. And then the 18th of November is the Q2 performance by the Department of Economic Development and Tourism. And then in line with the food security resolution on the 25th of November, there is a proposed visit to the Philippi Skarpkraal area, which was, if I remember correctly, a resolution made last year by Member Brinkhuis, because he was also concerned about the state of the roads in this area. And this will then also be linked to the food security program of the Department of Agriculture and CASIDRA. The other change to the committee's program is the date for the adjustments appropriation bill. Vote 11 has now been confirmed as the 5th of December, and for vote 12 on the 8th of December. The program for January still remains the same for now. The only addition before the end of the fourth quarter and the financial year is the Agri Stakeholder Engagement Part 2, which the committee has agreed that we would then focus on at some time. So the chairperson just put it in before the end of the financial year. So the total estimate expenditure for the 2025-2026 financial year is 194,000 against the budget that we just saw in the quarterly report, with a projected over expenditure at the end of March 2026 of 8,293 Rand. Thank you, Chairperson. So that's the amended business plan, which, as members would know, is always in a state of flux, and it would be updated on a quarterly basis. And I would then highlight all the changes to members so that they can see what has changed. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you very much, colleagues. There's the business plan for us to adopt or to recommend any changes that you deem necessary. You are welcome. Can I see by a show of hands if there is a need for anything to alter on the business plan? Honorable members, I see no hands, so I would assume that we are happy to adopt. Can I see a hand in terms of proposing for adoption? Colleagues? Can we adopt the business plan as such? Honorable Ngondlo?
Sorry, Chair. Before I adopt, what is the progress or latest on the study tour of the committee that was said to still be with the speaker? Because I don't find it or any indication about it. Is it something that is still in the work in progress, still in discussions? But over and above, I'm okay with what is entailed in the program as is in the business plan.
Thank you. I think it's a valid question. We couldn't really even include that question, that study tour in our business plan, because we did not get an update. The last time our question to the speaker was that they are finalizing, and the idea was, as I said, I think previously, that we could also, be considering two areas, meaning Middle East and America as such. But I think what we will do from here as a resolution, maybe, Sharon, is to maybe write a letter to the speaker just to request an update in this regard. Is that okay, Honorable Ngondlo, that we got that route?
Yes, Chair.
Thanks. So you also moved for adoption?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Seconder, do I have any seconder, colleagues? And Noel, thank you very much. Honorable Constable, move for seconding the business plan being adopted. Thank you. Sharon, is that the end of the business of the day?
That is the end of the business, unless members have resolutions or would like to discuss a matter under General Chair.
Colleagues, are there matters under General? Maybe what I want to bring forth is that with all our engagements and our activities, I do think that maybe members should also think about, bills that, members of parliament, want to propose, because I do note that we don't have much bills, coming through our committee. But I mean, members are also welcome to introduce private members' bill or propose amendment on the current bills that we have got in the province. If there is nothing, really, thank you very much. And those colleagues that are going to public hearings, so we'll see you a little bit later. Thank you very much. Thank you, Sharon, and thank you all the support staff. And the meeting is adjourned.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Chairperson.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Chair.
Thank you. Bye.